Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and welcome back to the Division 1. I am on here today because we woke up to a pretty awesome surprise, and that is, as of today, Monday, February 17th, 2025, global events have returned to the Division 1. That's right, at long last. So, today I wanted to make this video to just celebrate the news, but also, in case you're newer to the Division 1, explain what has been happening with this entire situation, and quickly break down how a global event works here. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so why is this a big deal? The global events have returned to the Division 1. Well, if you've only ever played the Division 2, obviously you might be familiar with the global event concept from that game, but the origins of global events trace all the way back to the Division 1. In this game, 1 week out of every month would have a global event running, and that calendar and schedule continued on even after the Division 1 stopped receiving updates. However, that calendar and rotation suddenly stopped as of the beginning of 2024. There was no explanation or announcement, global events just weren't running anymore. Finally, we did get a word from the Division 2's active development team saying that they were investigating the issue, but that not only was it going to be hard to prioritize putting any resources onto the Division 1, given their team is barely large enough to support the Division 2 as it is, but that the pipeline for adding updates to the Division 1 obviously no longer existed, and just like the Division 2 at one time when this team was built for that game, they've never worked on the Division 1, so they would need to familiarize themselves with the code. So again, that was all back at the beginning of 2024, but after 14 months of work, we finally got global events back as of today in the Division 1. So, global event Assault is on right now, and it's going to run until February 25th. If you've never played a GE in Division 1, they do work a bit differently compared to Division 2. So what you're going to want to do is head down to the terminal. This is where you access game modes like Underground, Survival, and Last Stand. Once you get in there, you're going to want to head left, and you will see that the Global Event Room has activated. In here, you'll find a couple of things. Off to your left, you'll find the Global Event Description and Breakdown. This talks about how the Assault GE that is on right now boosts close quarter damage, but then additionally, and as the Division 1's global events are structured, there are 2 optional modifiers that you can place on top of that for increased rewards. Additionally, on the back wall, you'll find the leaderboard. Playing global event content while it is active will place you on the leaderboard depending on how well you do, and this is where you can contend for exclusive cosmetic masks. But also, and probably more relevant if you've never played one of these, this also shows you which content in the game is eligible to receive global event tokens. Unlike stars in the Division 2, tokens are the Division 1's form of global event currency, and when you play this content and you earn global event tokens, you can then take them to this vendor at the very back of the global event room to spend on classified gear caches. And the important thing to note and why people wanted global events back so badly is that they are the easiest way to get classified gear in the game. And in case you weren't aware, classified gear is the very best gear in the game in the Division 1. And for GE Assault specifically, it has Striker and Reclaimer caches in the rotation, both of which are quite revered by the community. And so if you've been looking for a decent power-up in the Division 1, this could be a great chance to jump in and get some of those items. So there you have it, folks. That is the breakdown. At long last, global events have returned to the Division 1. I want to give a shout out and bravo to the team for making this happen. I understand how from a player perspective it seems very easy, right? Just flip the switch and turn them back on. Clearly, if it was that easy, they would have done it prior to 14 months now, but truly it is no small feat to pull resources from the game that is actively funding you, rebuild a pipeline for a game you never worked on, and ultimately get this stuff going. So any questions you may have right now for future global events in this game, we don't currently have any information, right? They've not posted any kind of a new schedule. I assume they will be doing that in the future on their social media channels. As always, I recommend you follow me over on Twitter for the latest news on that kind of stuff. The link is down in the description. But bottom line of this entire video, after a year of waiting, global events are back in the Division 1, so enjoy. My friends, that is everything I have for today's video. I would love to hear any of your initial reactions to learning that global events have returned today. Was this something you were super looking forward to? Is it something that maybe you don't care about as much? And as always, if you have any questions about this that I did not cover in the video, feel free to leave those down below as well, and I will do my very best to clarify. But yeah, my friends, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see updates in the future on everything in the Division franchise, then I sincerely hope you will consider clicking that subscribe button if you've not already. As you know, I will keep you up to date on the Division 1, 2, 3, and beyond, so I hope to see you around. But that's all I've got. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Ow.